Oh, well, listen, we're going to bring things a lot closer to home. In fact, she's known as the Bird Lady of Cape Town. I'm talking about Margo Wilkie now. She's absolutely incredible, dedicating her life to over 50 years of rehabilitating animals. In fact, she has a box outside of her house for sick or injured animals. Let's meet this incredible woman.
When it comes to having a passion for animals, few people can top Margo Wilkie. She's well known in Cape Town for her bird knowledge, but she also rescues and rehabilitates animals.
I've been rehabbing and rescuing animals for 55 years, call it, 55 years. When I was little, I used to rescue anything that walked past, whether it needed it or not. And we've slowly graduated to wildlife, predominantly birds, but we also do bucks, small mammals, reptiles, anything that needs help other than dogs and cats. What's on site at the moment? We have the blue crane, the black swan. We've got about 30-odd ornamental ducks, terrapins, tortoises, ornamental pigeons. We've got owls, a lot of young parrots I've reared for someone. We've got orphaned goldfish and divorced koi. And then we've got normal stuff. We've got geckos and lizards and toads and frogs and snakes and bats, everything.
Some of the rescues come to Margo by way of a basket outside her home, where people often leave injured birds. It's a labor of love to care for the wide variety of animals daily.
To take care of that number of animals, one of the first things you have to teach yourself is a routine, and you stick to it no matter what. So, if you wake up in the morning and you're feeling like a corpse, you don't even have to think. You know what has to be fed first, what has to be done first. And part of the routine is checking the basket at the front gate. If I'm not available, then people drop animals in the basket. And then you start feeding. You start feeding from the basket and you feed right the way through the house. But it's routine. It's an incredible routine, and it's a sticking by it and having your way of doing things. Typical day in my life. Okay, there's a little bit of housework, a little bit of housework, and then it's feeding and it's cleaning cages. You start at about 5 with the very small guys that need immediate feeding, and then feed animals, answer the phone right through the day, non-stop, 7 days a week.
Margo is most famous for her rehabilitation of 2 very difficult species, an endangered Cape clawed otter and her most eye-catching resident, a female blue crane.
The joy in our life is our blue crane, Fluffy. She came to us about 5 years ago. She's had a foot amputated in an accident. She was very thin, she was very bedraggled. She had been in captivity before her wing had been clipped. But it had grown out. And because she can't keep up with the flocks of birds as they graze over fields, she was in very bad condition. Somebody picked her up along the N7 and she landed up here, and we started discovering that blue cranes, they eat a huge variety of things. And when you get the whole recipe right, you land up with a healthy, beautiful bird that you christen Fluffy for unknown reasons, that is quite prepared to rear baby blue cranes, which are very difficult to hand rear. And she's flourishing. And this year it looks as though she wants to nest. And that's my girl.
It's her passion and devotion to these animals that makes Margo so inspirational. What she does requires patience and dedication, but she's helping these animals return to good health.
Why I do what I do? Because if I didn't, I'd die. I was looking around one day and thinking I need to do something, and I phoned a welfare organisation and I said, "You don't do wildlife, I will." And it just snowballed from there. And all the welfare organisations sent to me, all the veterinary clinics sent to me, and it's something you have to do. It's like breathing.